is one of the best teams in the country from the dot. And if they want to beat Maryland for the second time, they are going to have to control the face-offs today. It is O.J. Morris in there in blue, Shea Keethler for the Terps in white. Delaware had to wait a little bit longer, had trouble with their bus, but finally we are underway here in College Park. Jack McDonald with the GB for Maryland. There's a battle. It's Keethler against Morris again, and this time Delaware will pick up the win. So Maryland's defense now is going to set up shop against the Delaware offense that has so many young faces. McCurry, just a sophomore. Palmer, a freshman. Those two guys, the sophomore out of New Jersey. And just like that, it's 1-1. The second faceoff guy, Premtaj, is in for the Blue Hens, and Larkin steps up and takes the ground ball. Here's Stamos in transition. The shorty gets free, and it's safe. Seen a lot of guys so far for Delaware that just haven't seen much of the field this year in this game. Holton is another one, as well as the goal scorer, Villani. Each of them have appeared in just one game before today. Premtaj back in there, and he loses this face-off. That's Kohler who scoops it up. Keegan, now it's Ford. That is the 6th assist this season for Spanos. That is good for the team lead.
Ford's story coming from Fairfield is so interesting because he was obviously one of the best offensive players for that team in that conference. The Stags have picked up right where they left off still. It had to pile on more. That keeps Delaware in it for now. If you got Kevin Ellington in the goal, you realistically got a great chance in any game.
Morris around 80% this year from the dot. And Creter has won this faceoff. That's a big win there for cut inside and score himself. Faceoff goes Maryland's way. Violation on Premtaj. That's another win for Shea Keethler. He's done well there today, all year. He really has stepped up. 4 goals and 10 assists this year for Zach Whittier. And this face-off is going to be won by Maryland. That is Thomas Gravino, the sophomore who stepped.
Maryland has taken advantage.
It just seems like every game there's somebody that steps up. And today, that's been Zach Whittier, the senior. The face-off is won by Delaware. Oh, but Morris threw it away. Fight for the loose ball. It's Peter Lake who comes up with it. Seeing a lot of Peter Lake today. Remember, he was in that role earlier this year. They are still very intimidating players. They're still guys that can get the job done offensively. Face-off is poked down, and the ground ball is going to go to Delaware, but it's on the turf. It's a great dive for it by Creter. It's still loose, and Larkin comes out of it.
It was Larkin that knocked it out as well. What a play from 26.
Well, Schaller fired up at midfield. 8-1 Maryland. Out shooting the Blue Hens 25-8. And for Kevin Ellington, he's got 9 saves today in goal. It could be worse. There's just nothing that he can. Big cheer there for Tyler. That's his 5th of the year. He's a local guy. Went to Boys Latin up in Baltimore. And a push from behind. Delaware's bench wants a whistle. It doesn't come. Maryland is 4-point day for the transfer. Another battle here for the ground ball. It's going to be scooped up by Rowan Marcel. Can Delaware find something at the buzzer? That's into the side netting. Scooped up, deflect. As the Terps already lead 9-2. Good crowd here on hand at CQ, given the basketball game at the other side of campus has drawn a line that has gone all the way to the School of Public Health. And we are back underway. McDonald with the scoop. The Terps will have it first. Keethler has won the faceoff as Thomas Gravino comes in and scoops it up. His first point of the day. Look out for A.J. Larkin on the far wing. For Maryland, these wings have just scooped up so many ground balls today. It's really even the odds, I think, at the faceoff dot. Maryland has more of a team approach after Notre Dame was so successful against them last Saturday. But here, Delaware will take it. Two teams now even at 8 from the dot. Who was defending him.
Yeah,
a fact that I'm sure that Eric will be quick to remind Jason.
Yeah, you know, it's going to say, well, I scored. And he'll say, I wasn't even guarding you.
I think so. 13-3, Terps up big on Delaware. So 9:04 to play for Dubik. He has a role that he has earned, Ben. You know, we talked about it earlier, the importance of doing well in that scout team, and John Tillman will give you chances. And I feel like, I think, given to some guys ranked above him in this Maryland recruiting class, Gardner and Draley are excellent players. Gardner specifically a guy that McDonald gave a shout out to for his work on the scout team, but Schultz, who was ranked 68th in the country, he's the one that has really